Want to say anything on this, but that's what the people want. That's what I came here for. So we're gonna get into it. I like my coffee black, wife too. Don't turn this into no controversy. It's my boo. I can make $250,000 off a haiku, and I can make another quarter off it times 2. If it's money on the table, I'll be on it like Bobby or Epic. You peep the aesthetic, it's hard to forget it. I hear you talking, but you're hardly right. I'm the voice of your prototype. Summertime and NY. Yeah. Summertime and NY. It's too cool. Get the drop tops out. Summertime and NY. It fits right. Yeah. I was over here. Summertime and NY. Summertime and NY. I'm talking 6 a.m. tea times, 18 with the mayor talking land banks. I waited for it, gotta get mine. Snack a seat up at the table if my man can't. Heading to a meeting worth $1 million with no briefcase. Just my mind in a free state. I got a plan through a vision, but it takes time. I'ma make mine. Summertime and NY. Yeah. Summertime and NY. Yeah. You know the drill by now. Summertime and NY. Get everything together, get the squad together, get the band together. Summertime and NY. Summertime and NY. Started in the back office, now I run the front. Call the shots, make the deals, know the deal, know what's up. Too much for the books, then I put it in a tuck. Too much for the tuck, then I give it to my love. Once I make $1 million, man, $1 million won't be enough. Watch me fake the struggle while I get it off the hush. Now it's JetBlue miles, Rolex dials, frowns turn to smiles. Summertime and NY.
Yo, 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 yo.
Summertime and NY.
Y'all come on in, come on in. Y'all are not gonna believe the conversation I had. I want to hear from all of y'all tonight. I really want to hear y'all's thoughts in the comment section tonight. I'm gonna drop the link too. I'm gonna drop the link. If anybody wants to come up, they most certainly can come up. Yo, what's up, YouTube? What's up, Facebook land? This your boy JD, aka Mr. December. We back with another video, y'all. Listen, man. Y'all, over the weekend, your boy went and had a conversation with another YouTuber, right? And it was a very interesting conversation, and I ran into this lady that I had the conversation with. She popped up in the algorithm as a suggestion on YouTube. So I decided I'd click on it and check it out and see what was what, right? So I did that. And y'all would not believe some of the things that I heard. We got Eugene Steele in the comments, man. What's going on? We got a good show for you tonight, bud. I promise you we do. I promise you we do. But before I do all of that, let me give a huge shout out to my boy, my brother. We got Pastor Rob in the building. What's going on, Pastor Rob?
What's going on, man? Everything is everything, Doc. I'm so excited. I did listen to some of it, didn't get a chance to listen to all of it, but I'm ready to talk about this, man.
You ready to talk about it? Well, we're going to talk about it, man. We are absolutely going to talk about it. Roll Tide and the
Roll
Tide
Tide,
did
baby.
roll this weekend.
We
We
roll.
already know. That's what's up. I wonder where Fishing Spot is tonight. I don't know. We need to find him. I bet he ain't going to show up. But yo, shout out to everybody that has subscribed. Y'all, if you have not subscribed to the channel already, I need y'all to do that. I am maybe like 12 subscribers away from hitting 3K. So we need y'all to go ahead and subscribe if you have not already. I promise you, you will not regret it. We have some good conversations over here, and we're going to have a really good one tonight. So don't forget to hit that like button for the YT Algo, if you will, please. Cool Cat, what's going on, my man? How you feeling, man? We got a good show tonight, bud. We got a real good show tonight. But yeah, go ahead and hit that like button for the YT Algo for me. Share this video. We are going to get into it tonight. So, what did I do? Anybody want to know what I did? Saturday night, I had a conversation with this lady. Her YouTube channel is called The High Powered Podcast, and this ran by a lady named Princella Clark. So, Princella Clark, I don't know if you all have heard of the high powered podcast, right? I don't know if you know who Priscilla Clark is. Who is Priscilla Clark? Well, she is a very intelligent lady, very intelligent. Some of the things that she says and what we're going to review here tonight are not so clever, in my opinion. You know, but we're gonna talk about it. She's ex-military. She's college educated. Eugene said he has not heard of her. But you're gonna hear about her tonight, and she is also a truck driver, right? She hasn't made any bones about that. And Priscilla Clark, she got her start on TikTok, right? She went viral on TikTok some time ago, and her TikTok got blocked, actually. Her TikTok got blocked and removed for hate speech, right? So what I want to do is I did find her on Instagram, right? And what I want to do is I want to bring her up on Instagram. And she does have the viral TikTok posted there, right? So let me go ahead, let me share my screen. We're gonna try not to struggle stream tonight, y'all. And this is going to be the first look that we have at Princella in the High Powered Podcast. So let me share my screen right here. All right, and make sure y'all can hear this. All right. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear this. If you can't, let me know. Here we
Hey
go.
there again, beautiful people. The last few lessons we've been talking about the technique called devaluation. And I told you just because someone devalues you does not mean they don't want you. So let's stick with our car dealership analogy. The car dealership is not devaluing your car because they don't want your car. They absolutely do want your car. But they're devaluing the car because they want to extract the value out of the car with little investment. Little investment is the objective of this technique. So what is the value of the woman, you might ask? This means you would need to know what the male wants. I gave you a lesson where research showed that men suffer from loneliness at a higher rate than women. Women are actually okay with being alone and in their own company and with their social networks. Men are not. So that's one thing he wants from you, your company. And your company comes with time. Time is not a renewable resource. It also comes with energy. Men also have fragile egos, very fragile egos, and many of them suffer from insecurity. So, what would he need from that? He needs you to boost his ego. He needs you to cater to his insecurities. He needs you to make him feel like he's king of the world when he steps into place. What else is necessary for an ego boost? Appearances. The better you look as a woman, the better of a dazzling accessory you are to boost his ego as he walks through the crowd. He knows that all of this costs. Of course, he wants that energy. We don't even need to mention sex, but of course, he wants that too. He knows all of this costs. Time ain't free, none of this stuff is free. But all of these things I just listed is the real value. Hence, the devaluation process beginning. Oh, you doing hot girl summer, ain't no man gonna want you. You got that inappropriate outfit on and revealing all of your curves and stuff, ain't no man gonna want you. You living your own life and doing your own thing, ain't no man gonna want that. Oh, they want it. But this is the devaluation process. Hoping that you will give up all of that value for little to nothing. They want you to chase and prove your value. Make sure you check out the video, the difference between showing your value versus proving your value. And then you'll get an understanding from that as well. Peace, love, and happiness, beautiful people. Hit the plus sign, share it.
All right, that's clip number one. That's clip number one we're going to see from Princella. Pastor Ron, what do you think about what she had to say right there?
Well, first of all, I know my value, and I don't need no one or my wife to show me or tell me that I'm the king in my house. I already know I'm the king of my house, right? I know I'm the head of my house. Um, I don't need her to walk beside me just to say, "Oh, I look good because I got." Yeah, I look good because I got her, but I look good before I had her. I'm just being honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Because I I know who I am, right? And I feel even with the looks, if no one else think you look good, you should feel that you look good yourself. Number one. Number two, as far as that whole men feel lonely, men are more lonelier than women, this and that. That's her personal opinion, right? That's her opinion. I mean, you got some women out there that may be lonely. You got some men that's single that may not be lonely. I can do bad all by myself, right? So uh that's a personal everything she's saying is her opinion. It's not show me where it's facts. It's not facts. That's her opinion.
Yeah. I agree wholeheartedly now. But you know, like Cool Cat said, she did in that clip. She did make some sense. And oddly enough, some of the things that she said I do actually agree with, but the spin that she puts on it is it's a little bit different, and it's kind of creepy, like what Eugene Steele said. But the thing about men trying to devalue women, that's not the case at all. We're telling women what we like, what we genuinely look for in women that we're vetting for marriage. Right now, it's different. These guys up here
Right,
versus these dudes down here. Right? We're looking for something different. Right?
right, right.
But why is it a problem for men to want our women to dress decently? Why is that an issue?
It shouldn't be an issue, you know. An old saying, and y'all can say what you want. You know, every man, well, not every man, a real man wants a lady in the street. And, you know, I can go on a little bit further, right? A lady in the street,
Mm,
and you know, she's something different when y'all one on one, right? So I don't want my wife going out just dressing any type of way, showing, revealing herself. You know what I'm saying? She needs to be respectful. You know what I mean? Be very respectful. And it's vice versa. She would want me to be dressed respectfully as well. So,
mm.
um, but like I said, her opinion.
Right, right. Facts, facts, facts. And another thing about men's egos being fragile, uh, I don't. I see where she's coming from,
Right.
but I think a lot of times women's egos can be just as fragile, if not more. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because y'all let me know in the comments if y'all agree or not. But women don't like rejection, and women don't really handle rejection well. At least not the majority of them, because they're not used to it. For one, that's a fragile ego to me. That
Right.
sounds like a fragile ego, you know. But I have another clip that I want to play of Princella before we get to the interview that I had with her over on her channel. Right? Got another clip I want to play. Let's see. Let me pull it up here. There we go. Let's see what she says.
I have a shocking confession, everyone. As quiet as it's kept, I am not marriage material. Not because I don't have skills. I have skills in several departments. Yes, baby girl is bougie in the kitchen. Bourgeoisie. And the presentation be on point. Oh, I enjoy my cooking so much. Even my desserts. That's a skill that's worth $97,000. I just can't see doing it for free. Learned a lot of psychology in the sales game. Made me real smart. Cultivated myself into leadership. Can't see following a dummy. Furthered my education on learning how to devise and execute a plan. Can't see dealing with a dude that can't even plan a date, let alone a future for me and a family. I need uninterrupted time to invest in my skills and talents. I need to work on writing my next book. I need time to build my rifles and go to the shooting range. I need time to keep doing my poetry when they call me back to the improv. Oh, because we as women, we got to protect ourselves. You know, protect ourselves not from saber-toothed tigers or lions, tigers and bears, but something else. Need time to keep myself fine. You know, a woman's work is never done. I got to keep working on my piano skills and my drum skills. I got a lot to do. I don't have time to cater to the insecurities, to the neediness, and to the directionless male. Oh, and by the way, on top of that, 80% of women don't experience orgasms through penetrative sex because the male is selfish in that department too, and your pleasure doesn't matter. So I might as well just stick to my little friend. I named him Jalen Rose, superstar player. I'm perfectly okay with hiring and paying for a mechanic. I necessarily need to do that because my brother is a master mechanic. But I don't like doing lawn service, so I'll pay a lawn guy to come do my lawn. And I'll keep calling the maintenance man to come fix the plumbing. I'm good. I can pay for those services. I have a shocking confession, everyone. As quiet as it's kept.
So you heard her, Pastor Rob. She says she is not marriage material, and I would tend to agree. You understand what
Well,
I'm saying? But the thing is, even though she's saying that she doesn't need a man, right?
right,
But she's having to call in men and pay men to do certain services, right?
right.
Lawn, plumbing, maintenance. What if men? Shout out to Gabrielle White. Well, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Shout out to Gabrielle Caudle in the comment section because her and I were talking about this, and she made a very interesting point.
Hmm.
She said, "What if men even started refusing to do those services for single women?"
Hmm. So um, I actually seen that clip months ago,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right? And I listened to it a couple of times, just to be honest with you, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So she says she's not marriage material, like you said. She's probably not, right? It is what it is. But for the different services that she needs, and I'm in that type of field: plumbing, electrical, HVAC, this and that. And 80% of my customers are single women.
Mm.
Let's just keep 80% of my customers are single women, right? And now in the HVAC field, plumbing field, electrical field, you probably got 10, maybe 15% are women in that field that knows how to do that type of work.
Mm-hmm.
But when you call someone, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a man. So guess what? You do need a man to do those things for you, regardless, right? So don't ever
Facts.
say you don't need a man. You need a man. Even with her little Jalen Rose, a man created it, a man made it. I'm just being honest, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you still need a man, regardless. So yeah, man, she's something else. But that's her opinion.
Yeah, again, her opinion. Her opinion. Not only Princella sounds creepy, but she seems delusional. Man, let me tell you something, Eugene Steele. If you think she sounds delusional now, hang on in there with us. We got a long way to go, man. We got a long way to go. So that's her Instagram. So we're trying to get a little bit of about who she is, right? But Pastor Rob, I would also suggest
I have
that
a shocking confession, everyone.
something happened.
It's
Something had to have happened, right? And a lot of times in spaces like these, when men are talking about the things that we go through or what we like and what we don't like, our standards, this, that, and third, right?
Hmm.
A lot of times we get backlash like they'll say, "Who hurt you?" or "Your mama black." You know what I'm saying?
Right,
We'll hear stuff like that all the time. But if the shoe were on the other foot,
right.
and we're not allowed to say, "Well, ma'am, who hurt you?" You
No.
understand what I'm saying? Then it's something wrong with us, right? But I wanna bring back her Instagram again. Let me bring this back up. Okay. Now you see, look right here. She's reviewing what Cam Newton said, right?
Hmm.
Look at her face. Just looks angry. You know what I'm saying? And then even even here is where the anger starts, right? Even here, and then we saw this clip, right? But let's go back down. Look at it. Check this out. That's a
Hmm.
great picture. It's a really nice picture. Check this out. Another nice picture.
Right.
Another nice picture. Nice, ladylike, right? But I wonder, Pastor Rob, could it be a Pookie and a Ray Ray
Ha, 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 ha.
skewed her position on men? Cause see, look at this picture right here. Look at her.
She's blowing a kiss to somebody.
She's blowing a kiss. Look at her.
She's
Look
happy.
at her. She's got a dress on.
Yeah.
She's got lipstick on. She's got her hair done. What happened? Something had to have happened between here and then all the way up here. There's something different. Look, look, look. She's happy. She's talented. She can sing. She can play instruments.
Wow.
Look at her.
So she basically, just from us observing and looking, she had something to happen. Something transpired or in her life with a man, possibility, or it could have been something that triggered her from her childhood and just all of a sudden hit her, and she started, you just don't know, right?
Mm-hmm.
So something took place. We got to look at, did she come from a single parent home? That stuff we don't know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is this hereditary? That something that she's going through. But clearly, in those last couple of pictures you showed, she was happy, right? So she
Mm-hmm.
probably started off happy with Pookie or Ray Ray, and then Pookie and Ray Ray showed their true colors. Like,
Mm-hmm.
look, baby, I need you to take care of me. I need you to do this for me. I need you to do that for me. And then R. Kelly made a song when a woman's fed up, right? So she probably got
Mm-hmm.
to that point. She was fed up. It ain't nothing you can do about it. So now she probably was wife material, but that Pookie or Ray Ray ruined her. So now she's like, you know what? I don't need a man.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So that
Facts.
that could happen. We don't know.
Facts. 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 Yeah, I would suggest. And then we're about to we got a little bit further to go, and then we're going to get into uh the conversation that I had with her, right?
Okay.
And I want to pull up something. I want to pull up something that that's on her community tab on YouTube, and it's going to be very significant to lead in to the conversation that her and I had, right?
Okay.
All right. So let's see. All right. So this is her community tab on YouTube, right? I know that's a little bit small. Y'all might not can see it. Hold on, let me. I don't know if that's a little bit better, but we're going to try it out, and I'll read it to you. All right. So this was 13 days ago.
Mm.
She says, in light of my last show, I need to let you all know something straight out of the gate. I do not invite men to my show. They invite themselves because they do not like my message to women. Okay? And we're going to talk about that too. Because I do not invite them and they are here to prove my message is fallible and wrong, I will not tolerate certain things. A, deflection. And then she defines what deflection is: changing direction of something by interposing something else. Okay. Then she proceeds to give direct examples of deflection, right?
Mm-hmm.
Men are flooded with testosterone. Him, but women have testosterone too. Not tolerating. Okay. I'm not really sure how you can have a discussion like that. Anyway, example number 2. Me, is the sky blue today? Him, well, why do you think it's necessary to ask me if the sky is blue? Okay, that's deflection. Okay. All right. Now watch this, Pastor Rob. She says, I do not care what men think or how they feel and I have no interest in hearing them and their feelings. That is not why they invite themselves on my show. I repeat, I do not care what men think or how they feel, and I have no interest in hearing them and their feelings. Okay?
Mm.
They are here to bring me facts to prove my message to women is flawed. Not for me to care about what happens to them if women stop giving men access to them. I say this because, watch this, I am very attuned to dark psychological manipulative tactics.
Mm.
I say this because I am very attuned to dark psychological manipulative tactics and will not give any man the power to control the narrative of my space. Y'all stay with me, this is important.
Wow.
So do not tell me I need to let them talk because you want to hear what they have to say. That's your problem now. You want to listen to BS, the same regurgitated BS on all these male platforms? That mess will not see the light of day on my platform. I don't allow manipulation. Now, y'all just read what she said about her being attuned to dark psychological manipulative tactics, right? She's
Yeah.
very attuned to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's even said that she uses dark psychological tactics, right? Now,
Mm.
she just said manipulation will, she does not allow manipulation. I will put these men on their asphalt. Deflection will not live here. I do not submit to men and do not allow gameplay.
Well,
Go ahead.
well. First of all, when you go to that whole dark place and psychological dark, number one, that means I need to pack my bags and get the hell away from her. You see what I'm saying? Because
Max.
I mean, she's telling you right there. She's pretty much going to a whole nother source, right? Dark place. Anything with darkness have something to do, be spiritually with the devil, worshiping other gods. You know what I'm saying? And a woman like that, she don't need to be married. She needs to be by herself. Like I'm telling you, she's probably in the room right now with a whole bunch of candles on her damn knees, saying all type of stuff. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? She's saying like she's pretty, and that's why it's important. Everything that look good to you ain't good for you. Man,
Facts.
when you have something like that, run away. Run away. Run, Forrest, run. I promise you. Yeah, man. She got issues.
You
She has
better
issues.
run for it, run for it. Yes, sir. Y'all didn't know I knew that, did you? Yo, and you know what? That's the same thing I said on her show. It's the same thing that I said, right? That she's really encouraging women to be alone, right?
Yeah.
So shout out to Eugene Steele and Cool Cat in the comments. What does Eugene Steele say? He says, "What does Princella think about Danica Marie?" Oh, whew. I don't know. I would like to find out. What does Princella think about 60 Guys? Oh, man, I don't know. I like both of them, Danica and 60 Guys. I don't know which one is. I don't know. Both of those, like, man, listen. If y'all have not watched Danica Marie and 60 Goddess channel, and especially the Crimson Cure, I just started getting on to her this week. Courtney Michelle, Security Boss, Chantel Simone, which has been on the channel, River, Didi, etc. See, I don't know. I would like to find out, but she really thinks that they're pick-me's and she thinks that they're oppressed, and yeah, she thinks that they're crazy for even caring what men think. But so we saw this, Pastor Rob. Now it's interesting because what's her message? Okay, we've already shown some clips of her, right?
Right.
But her message to women is that basically not to interact with men, not to care what men think, or none of that, right?
That's pretty much.
That's pretty much her message. Now, when her and I were backstage before the interview, right? We were talking, and I guess when one of her followers saw the thumbnail with my name and my picture on it, right? Apparently, some of them went and looked me up, right? So I didn't mention it to Princella. I didn't mention it in her chat or anything like that, right? So she said, "Oh, somebody tells me that you're a pastor," and I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely, I am." And she said, "Well, you came to the devil's den." Or something like something of that nature. I'm paraphrasing, but
Right.
spit it for you quick. She flat out said that she was evil, right? In which we're gonna hear her say it live in the show. So what I want to do now is we're gonna start reviewing the show for a little bit, right? And I want y'all to wait. Let me see. All right, here we go. We ain't gonna struggle stream, I don't think. All right, here we go. And I want y'all to let me know what you think. Wait a minute. We'll go back a little bit.
I will not tolerate gaslighting. Saturday night, and you know what we do on Saturday nights, Power Players? We have guests on Saturday night. Now, for those of you who don't know who I am, you might think I invite people here. I don't invite people here, because I'm going to tell you right now, men invite themselves here. Why do they invite themselves here? Men invite themselves here because they want to disprove or try to challenge me on my teachings to women. I don't invite men here because I don't care what men think. I don't. But they care what I think, right? And they want to show that what I'm talking about is wrong. So because I don't invite them here and they invite themselves here, which I don't have a problem with them inviting themselves here, but if
all right, let me stop it right there for a second about inviting men inviting themselves there. So let me just tell you the process. So again, she popped up in my algorithm as a YouTube suggestion, and I clicked on it. And surprisingly, at the time that I was watching her, a lot of the stuff that she was saying made sense until I kept listening. But she shouted out her Instagram, TikTok. I went and looked her up on Instagram, and I shot her a message. I was like, "Hey, you actually make a little bit of sense on some of the things that you say. I think you and I would have a great conversation, right?" So from there, we proceeded to talk, chatting a little bit back and forth. Very pleasant in the DMs or whatever. No scruff, no none of that. No static, no nothing, right? But proceeded to schedule a time, right? Now I'm not knocking anybody's show or how they run their show, but I just disagree with that. If we were inviting ourselves, that would she's allowing us to come on the show. If she don't care what men say that much,
Right.
then why is she even acknowledging what we have to say and inviting us on the show? I invite other people on the show because I really want to know what they have to say. I really want to know what they think, and I want to get some more perspectives. But anyway, let's keep going.
I don't tolerate certain things here.
Listen, this is
And one of the
important.
things that I do not tolerate is deflection, right? Because you're trying to come here to understand or get an understanding or disprove what I talk about. So, because of that, I'm really not trying to hear your side, how you feel. I don't care about how you feel. Only thing I want you to do is to bring me facts to show that I'm wrong, right? And so, because you need to bring me facts, whoever comes here, I will not tolerate deflection. I will not tolerate gaslighting, right? That he's a pastor. So we're going to see how this is going to turn out. Now, I hate to tell you, though, you are in the devil's den, Pastor J.D. Caudle. This preacher Paul's sister-in-law, okay? All right? Evil is good. That's where we at. That's where you at, Pastor. But let me go ahead and bring him.
Did she just say what I think she said?
Yep. I told y'all wouldn't believe what she said. I told y'all wasn't gonna believe it.
She really?
Mm-hmm. That's what she said, man. Let's see. Let's keep going a little bit.
Into the show. This is going to be lovely. All right. How you doing, JD?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you? Can you hear me?
I can hear you very well. I can hear you very
Excellent.
well.
Excellent. Excellent.
Mm-hmm. So everybody, this is JD. Last time, a couple shows ago, we had
That was just for you, fishing spot. Just for you.
the great value version of Genuine, okay? And now we got Chris Tucker, long lost sibling here, okay? So he didn't do well in comedy.
Yeah, y'all know how many times I gotten that. Like
Wow.
every time I'm on somebody else's channel on YouTube, even Danica told me I look like Chris Tucker. But anyway, let's keep going.
So he decided to go into the church. Tell him, give him a little background.
Facts, yo. Was somebody who doesn't just regurgitate talking points that they've heard from somebody else. Somebody that is well read, right, and has a level head, and try to use a. You right, cool cat. You right. You right. This is a handsome dude. Balanced perspective, right? So yeah, that's what I'm here for. So shout out to you for allowing me to come up on your platform and speak with you for.
She nagging, right? They in this. So what I do here is I analyze male behavior, their psychology, and who they are at the core. And I teach women who men are at the core. And I show them that men are incapable of love so that women can stop investing all of their emotions, their hopes, and their desires in men with the intent on getting something back that he is incapable of giving. So when she releases her obligation to a man and her mental sacrifice to him, then and only then can she become the best version of herself. So I don't hold men accountable for anything. I just analyze who they are and I tell her to go her own way and to break up any family that's toxic and destroying her, everything about her. That's what I do. So now that we know what each other does, now we can start this show. Where do you want to start, JD?
I would like to start with your talking point of exactly what the title is. You say that men are incapable of love. I respectfully disagree with that. And the reason why I disagree with that is because I think that in your book, um, the five components of love, right?
Mm-hmm.
You say the first component is understanding. Is that
Correct.
right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if you're saying that the first men can't understand because they lack empathy, is that
No,
correct?
no. They can't understand because they don't want to listen to anything a woman says. Not a single thing. Now, you missed a show that I did a couple days ago. There was
Mm.
there was a post that men put.
What do you think so far, Pastor Rob?
Whew. Okay, so far, she already contradicted herself. Number one, I mean, just listening to that, right? Say understanding was one of her five for is love, right? Understanding. Then she just came back. No, that's not what I mean. You know, men do understand. Women understand. You know what I'm saying? But her understanding is totally left field. I'm just gonna be honest, right? This woman here, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it again. She don't need to be married. Period. Point blank. I'm and I'm one of the ones. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I listen to mine. I listen to mine, right? Because the Bible tells us that our wife should be our helpmate, right? She's there to help us. And if we're not listening to her, she cannot help us. So when we're not listening to her, we all out of the will of God. You see what I'm saying? So her views, I'm just gonna tell you, they off the wall. They're that's something that she made up. If she want to believe it and she's trying to teach these other women to believe it, they're gonna be lost just like her. You see what I'm saying? So they need to all have a come to Jesus meeting.
Right, right. Now, tell. So you said that you think that men are uh, uh, capable of understanding, right? And
They are.
I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah, absolutely. Do you think that men are capable of love?
Yes.
Absolutely, right?
Why not? Because the Bible tells us God is love, right? And if you got God in you, you got love. The Bible say, love your neighbor as yourself. If you know what I'm saying? Come on. We're all capable of loving. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what she ran into, what nigga she ran into, but they had messed her up.
Oh
Big
yeah,
time.
bad man.
She's messed up bad. So yes, men are capable of loving. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely, 100%, 100%. And once again, unless there is some sort of clinical diagnosis, schizophrenia, I don't know, some other mental disease, right? Every person has the ability and is capable of loving, right? It might not be the way that you process love or think about love, but yeah, people do. Men are capable of love, and if it were not so, then why do women even seek out to be married to men? Why do women even seek out to start families with men if that were the case? Let's keep going.
Yeah, keep going. 'Cause I got some.
It's going viral. And it's a series of memes to tell a story about quote unquote men's lives. And they basically, in this picture, they depicted that they get the short end of the stick, that they sacrifice their life and they do everything that a woman asked them to do, right? And then when he come in from work, she nagging, right? They, in this story, three memes out of this story. The quote unquote nagging that the woman was doing, she had no words coming out of her mouth, just an expression to show that she was nagging, which showed that he wasn't listening to a single thing that came out of her mouth. Not a single.
Oh, my bad. My bad, fishing spot. I'm over here struggle streaming, man. Here we go.
The truth is, everybody got a student. So they got.
No, now I got to catch up. There's a couple of things here and there I think I could perspective of somebody who
I show them that when I was on dating sites, quote, men's lives. And they basically, in this picture, they depicted that they get the short end of the stick, that they sacrifice their life and they do everything that a woman asked them to do, right? And then when he come in from work, she nagging, right? They, in this story, 3 memes out of this story, the quote unquote nagging that the woman was doing, she had no words coming out of her mouth, just an expression to show that she was nagging, which showed that he wasn't listening to a single thing that came out of her mouth. Not a single thing. But then when it came to him justifying why he feels like that towards the end, then he put words in her mouth that quote unquote were sabotaging him. He did not put words in her mouth where she was voicing legitimate concerns about her. Men do not listen to women. They do not listen to women's cries. They do not listen to women's complaints. They don't listen to anything that a woman says. And you know why he doesn't? Because he's self-centered. And everything in his mind revolves around him, his feelings, and what he wants. Anytime a man approaches a woman and he think he flirting with her and he trying to shoot his shot, he don't shoot his shot based on what he can do for her. He shoot his shot on based on what she can do for him. You gonna cook for me?
Y'all see my face?
I think my head turned, man.
Man, listen. Y'all see my face? Man? Look, I had to keep it together, man. I had to keep it together, man. But yo, so wait a minute. She got a little bit more to say, and then we're gonna talk about this nagging piece. Let's keep going.
I'm serious. I had a dude that when I was on dating sites, dude called himself quote unquote flirting with me, trying to act like we was gonna be meet up and stuff. But how was his flirting go? So you gonna cook for me? You gonna do this? I need this. This what I need out of a woman. Men look to use women for their own benefit because they are self-centered. Now, women constantly say this. And every woman in my show or in the comments section will tell you that men don't listen to them. But instead of men hearing what women say, they go back to talk about themselves, disregarding every complaint that a woman has. You cannot love what you don't understand. You can't love what you don't actively listen to. You can't love something when it's all about you. And you can't even move your ego out the way to consider somebody else's feelings.
Now, I disagree with that because I'll just be honest with you. 9 times out of 10, if a woman is nagging, I'm not going to listen either. And the reason because the yeah, not her string, like this string. You feel me? But yo, so Pastor Rob, I just told her, and like she looking like, oh yeah, see, you admitted it. But yeah, if you ask most men, what is the biggest complaint that most men get? Anybody want to know? Can anybody in the comments tell me what's the biggest complaint that men give about women? I bet Pastor Rob knows. What is it, Pastor Rob?
The biggest complaint that men get from women? I mean, I'll be honest with the whole nagging thing. Why you ain't doing this? Why you ain't doing that? I mean, it's always why you ain't, right? I mean, I don't like nagging, right? I can't stand it. But sometimes, I gotta be real, she may have a legitimate reason for nagging. Sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Not all the time, but sometimes, right? But no man want to get home and that's the first thing you hear. Why you ain't? Why you ain't? Hell, I've been hearing it all day. You know what I mean? Don't want to hear it when I get home. When I get home, I'm coming into my sanctuary, right? I want to chill. I want to do what I got to do. So, and I was gonna say it earlier. You know, she don't have a man. She got a woman. And I'm just gonna put it out there. That's why she don't want a man, because she got a woman. She has a woman. I'm looking at it. I'm seeing. If I'm wrong, oh well, tell me I'm wrong. But I feel my opinion like her. She got a woman. Because if a man can't do nothing for you, evidently the woman is.
Mm-hmm. So, going to this nagging thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, everybody knows how some people some women rather can nag, right?
Right.
And like she was talking about the meme, the lady was nagging, right? And it wasn't anything coming out of her mouth, it was just noise. Now, if men go into Charlie Brown mode when women start nagging, wah, 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 wah,
Right.
then why is it that women like her, not all women, not by far, why is it that women like her can't accept the fact that, hey, if you talk to me like a decent human being, I can listen and hear what you're saying. But when you're yelling and I don't feel like being yelled at, if you're cussing me out and I don't want to be cussed at, if you calling me everything but a child of God and I don't want to be called out my name, then what other choice do we have other than to block that mess out?
Right. Don't talk to me like I'm your child.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? My mother stay in Birmingham, not in Montgomery. You can't, you know what I'm saying? My mom, you ain't gonna talk to me like you my mom. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna talk to me like I'm your husband. I'm gonna talk to you like you're my wife. I'm gonna talk to you like an adult, right? Treat those how you want to be treated.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, and even to go further, we'll probably talk about this another time. But now they have this thing going on, Pastor Rob. I don't know if you've heard about it. And y'all let me know in the comments if y'all have heard about this trend going on social media now. Now, instead of being a boss bae or being a boss bee or whatever, now they're saying it's soft girl era. Soft girl era. So now a lot of women want to pretend like they're soft to get men to react to them the way that they want them to. Haven't we been saying this for I don't know how long? Aren't we saying this right now? But yet and still they don't want to listen. It is the exact same thing that they call women pick-me's for. But anyway, let's keep going. Let's see how the conversation goes. The reason because is it's a way to talk to people to get them to understand. But if you already coming at me with some negative energy or whatever, even whether it's negative or not, we ought to be able to sit down and talk about it, right? Instead of when I get home from work, I don't want to hear a lot of nagging and complaining, right? Because I hear that kind of stuff all day long, right?
It's all about It's all about you, JD.
Yeah, but listen, let me cook a little bit here. Now, after all of that, do you think that it's better for a woman to nag or to sit down and have a conversation?
Oh, we tried that. We tried it. No, we tried in every way. You can't tell me. I've dealt with men for 24 years, okay? Ain't no talking to y'all. Even this guy that was on my Facebook page that I ended up blocking a couple years ago, his name, forget his name. He used he used to spam my comment section with 8 things that a woman need to do. And one of those 8 things was to shut her mouth. Keep your mouth closed, right? Go talk to your friends. Don't talk to me. If you want.
What kind of men is she dealing with, man?
The ones down there, not the ones up here.
Facts. After 24 years, that finger should have changed direction by now. Start pointing at yourself, man. Facts. Shout out to the fishing spot. Yo, let me give it to you one more time. The common denominator in all of this is you.
That's it.
Because I'll tell you something. When I started to change my mindset, and when I started to work harder to come up, to get to the level that I'm at, and to even work toward the levels that I'm going, right? It took me looking at myself, right? To see what I'm doing wrong, to see where I can improve at, right?
Right.
Now look, married with a baby on the way. Lovely wife. Couldn't ask for anything better.
Mm-hmm.
But even though I've made some mistakes in my past, and even though I went through some really jacked up stuff in my past.
Right.
Part of the problem was still me.
Right.
And now I'm self-aware of that. So when you're self-aware and you look at yourself and you correct the stuff, there's certain stuff that you're not even going to tolerate. First of all, that's number one. There's certain stuff that you're not even going to tolerate, and then on top of that, you're not going to after doing the work on yourself, you're not going to want anybody else to feel the way that you used to feel too when you were getting treated the same way, right?
Right.
But let's look at what Fisher Spot said. I'd never tell my wife to shut up. I wouldn't either.
Right.
But after listening to this person, I'd say the same thing too.
And honestly, that's a saying that I always use, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's something that everybody might need. Well, they need to adopt it in their mind. If you see something that needs to be changed, change it. If you can't change it, change the way you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to
Absolutely.
do a self-examination of yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's all about your mindset when it comes to certain things. You know, the Bible speaks, so if the man thinketh, so is he. So if you think stuff like that, me and my wife have had issues. You know, every marriage does, right? But when you're having those issues, I won't sit there and say, hey, shut your mouth. No. You know what I mean? I'm going to listen to what she has to say, but if the conversation is getting heated, don't disrespect each other. Sometimes you just got to walk away. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
When both parties calm down, then you can come back and talk to each other like grown-ups. You said, ain't nobody fit to yell at me. Ain't nobody fit to cuss at me. Ain't nobody fit to do nothing. Right? I'm not going to put up with it. And I don't expect nobody to do that if I'm doing that to them. Right? So
facts.
Like you said, I don't know what she was dealing with or who she have dealt with. She said 24 years, baby. You dealt with 24 years, then you the fool.
Facts. We're running a little bit low on time, Pastor Rob. Was there a particular timestamp that you wanted to go to talk about something particular that she said?
No, you just keep rolling, man.
All right, let's go.
This is how men and see, here's the thing. Even with me sitting up here telling you about women's side, you're going to sit here and disagree and talk about you, and then you already admit you're right. I won't listen either. You can't love that which you do not understand, and you can't understand that which you don't listen to. Like I said, men are incapable of love. They are, because it's all about you and what you want. Well, I didn't work. Well, wait a minute. Let me tell you something. Women work outside the house. They run your errands. They take.
Y'all see my face?
I see it, dog. I see it.
Y'all see my face, boy?
Care of your kids. They do everything. And you know what? Y'all work a 9 to 5 and you act like you done built the whole doggone world when women carrying everything on their back. And if she say anything, you go back to you. It's all about you. That's okay. It can be all about you, because what I'm doing for women is I'm making it all about her, and I'm releasing the guilt. I'm releasing anything that is binding her to a man mentally. So you don't have to listen to her. You ain't got to listen to a single word that she say. That's what I'm thinking. Because this stuff that we ain't dealing with.
Doc, she's
Come
another
on,
fair.
Doc.
She's another fair con. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's another fair con. I don't know. She's Doc. She's speaking. Doc. I don't know what she's under, but I'm going back to what she said from the beginning about the evil. It's revealing itself in this stream with her. You see what I'm saying? She got some dark type of spirit upon her, and I guarantee you, she's gonna be by herself for the rest of her life if she don't change her way of thinking.
And the women that she's talking to are gonna be the same way.
What she's trying to do. She's trying to build a coat. That's what she's doing. That's what she's trying to do. She's trying to turn women against men.
Absolutely.
I hate to call somebody crazy, but she crazy, dog. She crazy.
Let's see what Cool Cat has to say. Cool Cat says, when she's speaking and making sweeping statements and formulating prejudged ideas, it's a bunch of red flags. Facts. Let there be no mistake. She's doing nothing for women other than damage.
That's it.
Absolutely. And then, like Eugene still said, man, I'm sitting back listening, being respectful of her platform, and she won't even let me talk. Even when I first started to talk, what did she do? Cut me off.
Yep.
Let's keep going.
That no more. Y'all can have your podcast. I'm never gonna go to no male podcast, because I really don't care what y'all talking about. Honestly, I don't care if you succeed. I don't care if you fail. I don't care if you have anywhere to stay. I don't care at all. You ain't got to listen to nothing we say.
And see, here's the thing about it, Princella. If men are sitting here saying we want steak, and women keep trying to give us salmon, we don't want that, right? men want somebody that can come up, right, and talk about things in a not so much logical manner, but you know just as well as I do, you get more bees with honey than you do vinegar. A lot of times it's all about the way you talk to a man, right? A woman can talk to a man in a way that will make him want to get out there and move the world. And I don't know what kind of men you were talking about, but my woman doesn't care.
I'm talking about you too, because you doing exactly. I don't care about your woman. I'm talking about what you're doing already on my show. You already, before 2 minutes in.
Y'all see that?
Yeah.
Because your boy is actually cooking and actually making some sense. Other than, it was another clown on her show, not calling myself a clown, but she's had some other clowns on her show, right, that just didn't know what they were talking about, couldn't define any words that she used in any of her talking points. But now she got somebody that actually makes some sense, and she won't let me talk.
And you did exactly what all men do, and you're steady sitting here. You do not even hear yourself. We men,
I hear myself
okay, all right. It's all about what y'all want, right? We want this. Y'all use women. It's all about what you want. Never have I heard a guy talk about what he wants to do for a woman. It's all about what you want. Hey, listen, I'm telling you. I don't care what you want because I ain't trying to give it to you. What I'm trying to teach women is do not even concern yourself with getting in relationships with these dudes because all they want to do is use you. You got to change, walk on eggshells, and do everything to benefit him.
And see, and this was about to be another one of my arguments because if you get the man what he wants, what he needs, you get what you want. You get what you need. Am I dumb? Am I by myself?
You're not by yourself, man. I'm just saying her views are all left field, right? Because so many times people always say happy wife, happy life, right?
Facts.
But what's wrong with a woman wanting to make her husband happy? What's wrong with a husband wanting to make his wife happy? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So what she's going to do, she's going to ruin. If some weak-minded women listen to her, she's going to ruin a lot of families. You're going to have a lot of single family households that is going to cause that. And that's what some of the problem is we have in the world today, these single family households, because she's for to brainwash a lot of women. They're going to listen to her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And going to brainwash them, right? And then we're going to have all type of issues. This woman she needs to get to the root of the problem, what's going on with her. And trying to down all men. All men are not the same. That's what she got to understand. We're not the same. Everybody's different. I can't put every woman in her category for the crazy nonsense she talking.
Right. Isn't that one of the things that women like to say all the time? Oh, not all women. Oh, not all women. What women are you dealing with? Not all women. Not all men. Come on now.
Thank you.
Let's keep going. We're almost out of time. Let's keep going just a little bit longer.
But he ain't trying to change nothing about himself to acquiesce to you. It's all about you bending, folding, breaking, bending, whatever to wrap yourself around what he do. Well, I don't need you to talk like this. You need to talk a certain way for me to listen. Maybe if you stand on my left side, maybe I hear you better. No, we ain't finna do that.
Y'all see my face? That's all I can do is y'all, and we wasn't even a good half hour into the show. She had a 10-minute timer. What Fisher Spot said? Activate Mickey woman. Oh, men want women to bend.
But you know what, JD? And I'm just sitting here thinking, man, it could just be she's doing all that bad talk, mean talk, crazy talk on this show. I bet you 9 times out of 10, she probably ain't like that when she got a man.
If she can get one. Jeez Louise, man.
Whoa.
I mean, look at my face. I was ready to exit stage left right then.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I was ready to leave right then. Happy spouse, happy house. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Yeah, y'all see it. Y'all see it. Yeah. For sure. But shout out to Fisher Spidey. This is a top 3 stream by far. I'm dying, bro. Well, thank you, Fisher Spidey. We had you in mind when we came up with this, man. Thank you so much for joining us, y'all. We're gonna go about 15 more minutes, y'all. About 15 more minutes.
And that's why you're not gonna really get a argument or a conversation out of me, because I really don't care what y'all do, because I'm not teaching these women to break their necks for you and to toe the line and to tiptoe around your ego, because all you have done as soon as you started talking was about what y'all want. I don't care what y'all want. We care too much. And every time a woman care what y'all want, y'all suck her dry and she don't get nothing out of it. And then you tell her she chose the wrong one when all of y'all are the wrong one. Every last one of you dudes that then came on here do the same exact thing. You talk the same way, but you'll tell everybody that you're the exception of the rule. Every last dude that came on here has made himself the exception to the rule. Every last one of y'all.
Well, I don't make myself the exception to the rule of anything, because everything that I talk, I back it up 100%, right? I don't believe that women should carry the brunt of the load, and that's what I do in mine, right? I carry the brunt of the load because I understand, and the men that I deal with and the men that that are in my circle understand that pressure is made for the men and not the women, right? So in a sense, nobody gets, if what you're saying, if what you're saying is true, in that case, nobody gets anything out of the deal, because men want something because they provide something, right? Women should be able to offer something to the men.
Sir, that's not love. Sir, that's not love. That's transaction. See, that's transaction. Love is not transaction. And like I said, you are incapable of love, and you're steady proving it by talking about transaction and what you want. That is ego-driven power talk. That is not love talk. So you disagree with me talking about you're capable of love, but you're sitting up here going anti-love. You are incapable of love. Y'all are only capable of transaction and self-preservation. You are only capable of operating within the laws of self-preservation. Y'all can't get out of it because y'all are so stuck in your lower nature. You need somebody to cater and do something for you to fulfill your needs, because y'all can't fulfill your own needs. So you look for women to use to fulfill them. And here's the thing. Women don't need y'all. These women are going to buy their own houses. They getting their own cars. And guess what? When they start loving themselves, because y'all incapable of love, she was looking for you for love, and you can't get her that. And you didn't give her that. But the reason you didn't give it to her, because you can't give it to her. And when she realized that you can't give it to her, and she starts to love herself, she really ain't gonna need y'all. She really ain't gonna need you then. You can't do nothing for a woman but bring her headaches and try to get her to stop being the best version of herself so y'all can feel like men. Because you don't feel like a man by yourself.
That's not true. It's not true. It is simply not true. And the reason why I say
prove it
is the reason why I say it's not true is because in the same way that you're teaching women not to deal with men at all, right? Focus on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it that women are still saying that they want men?
No, because
men
are
just. Let me cook for just a second.
Okay.
Men, if you ask the majority of men want to be married and want families, right?
Wait a minute, that's anti Andrew Tate, that's anti Kevin Samuels, that's anti Red Pill, that's anti.
No, that's not true. And I don't claim myself to be Red Pill.
It ain't about what you claim. See, this is the part that you don't get. Y'all are so self-centered.
And see, that's that manipulation that she tried to use on me. It didn't work. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Because she's literally turning around, saying one thing, and then turning back around and contradicting herself.
Yep.
I don't understand. I do not understand. Shout out to a fishing spot again, but love is transaction. I love you and give you my all because of how you treat me. That's the literal definition of a transaction.
Love is what love does, right?
There it is, right there.
So here's the thing. We go back to the beginning of the show when she said about the darkness and evil, right? That tells me right there, there's no love in darkness. There's no love in evil, right? So honestly, this shouldn't even been a conversation need to have with that crazy woman, because she don't even know what love is. She don't have a clue. You see what I'm saying? Love is a transaction. You know what I'm saying? I give you, you give me. We give each other. You see what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's even on the physical part. I give you, you give me. You see what I'm saying? So that woman there, I might need to see her in person. I don't know where she is, but I might need to find her.
Shout out to Cool Cat, man. He said y'all are, which is what she was saying, is a weapon she's using to try to crack JD with. She's gonna need a bigger boat. Absolutely, y'all. She tried it, man. She tried it. She tried to crack it, boy, but I stood strong. Stayed in that masculine frame. And that's what I'm trying to teach men to do. You have to be up when you're up here and you know you up here.
You don't go down there.
You don't go down there.
But you know what? I was listening to her very well. Talked about other women, but not one time did she say her.
Facts.
Not one time. She mentioned other women, the women. She never said herself. She said them. She kept saying them.
Right.
She never said us. She said them. So what that tell you? She ain't living what she preaching.
My. We gonna see, y'all. We got just a couple of more minutes left. And then, y'all, if y'all want to go check this out, I did share the link to this full podcast on my community tab. So go check it out on my community tab if y'all want to see the whole conversation. Her stream, y'all, it went like 4 hours. I got off of it like an hour 20, something like that in. And then like I just couldn't take it. And then, she said something, oh, he had to run, he's running. Then I got back on, in the comment section a little bit later, 3 hours later, and they were still going and they were still talking about me. So anyway, we got just a couple more minutes. And we're going to get out of here.
That you really think the world revolves around you and your thinking. So y'all, this how y'all sound. If I say statistically, it's 70, the jails are filled with 70% men and 30% women. Here y'all go. That ain't true. That ain't true because I ain't never been to jail. I have never spent a day in prison. This is how the world don't revolve around you. And I don't care about your individual life. Okay. I don't care if you individually ever smoked crack. It's still motherfuckers out here smoking crack just because you ain't smoked crack. Right. So just because you are. So here's the thing. Just because you individually don't represent some part of a statistic does not mean that the majority still exist or don't exist, right? So your inability to take yourself out of the equation is very revealing. The very fact that you can't do that shows how ego driven and self-centered you are. So when you approach a woman, you're still in that self-centered mentality and y'all cannot get out of it to save your life. Oh, I disagree with that. I respectfully disagree with that. I already know what's going to come out your mouth, right? Because it came out your mouth 3 times already, right? But even though you don't have nothing to back that up, you're still going to say it, right? And no matter how many women in here telling you their experiences, no matter how many statistics.
And right there, she's saying, she told me to take my individual life out of it. It was maybe 100 and 20-something people in her chat consistently, right? That's a small percentage. So if she wants me to take my individual out of it, then everybody else in her chat needs to take the individuality out of it too.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can argue that that's anecdotal. Eugene Steele is exactly right. Sign language, shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. That's exactly what we see in here.
Yep.
That's exactly what we're seeing here, especially that the need to be right part. Absolutely. Absolutely. Y'all, we about to get on up out of here. Our time is far spent. I thank y'all for joining us tonight. Listen, if you found any value in this video, I need you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel and share this video. Like it if you have not already, because if you like it, I guarantee somebody else will like it too. Fisher Spot says, GSC is so salty, she's been burned. I would have pretended my laptop needed updates and would have left. Yo, it almost that's what it almost came to, Fisher Spot. I was with you until then. You needed to hit me up during this, and I would have spammed her chat with War Eagle. You know what? Let me give you. I give you. You could have spammed her comment section up with War Eagle
All day.
all day. You could have spammed hers up. Don't do it over here though. Yo, Pastor Rob, do you have any other last comments you want to talk about before we get up out of here?
Man, if any women is watching, I challenge you not to listen to what this crazy woman was saying. Because men do understand and men do love. You know, we got to learn how to listen to each other and work together. So stuff like that, if you hear somebody talk about evil and all this crap, run away. It's not that deep. But everything she said was her opinion. But understand that men do love. Men can be the man that God called us to be. With you by our side to help us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree 100%, man. And fellas, like Pastor Rob said, if you come across any ladies talking this garbage, this nonsense, just run away. Just do yourself a favor. Run away. Come back over here. Figure out what you need to do to get yourself up here. And then we'll make sure that you never have to deal with anything like that before. Cool Cat says, never have truer words been spoken, Pastor Rob. Absolutely. I agree. But in closing, y'all, I had a good time tonight. I hope y'all had a good time tonight too. This probably won't be the last y'all see of Princella over here on this channel, because we might review some more of her content later on in the future. But Princella, if you see this, if you're watching this, thank you for having me on your platform. It was a very interesting conversation, to say the least. But I don't know what you've been through in your life, Princella. I don't know what anybody in your chat has been through in your life. But whatever it is, I am truly and deeply sorry from the bottom of my heart that you had to deal with any of that. Right? And I just want you to know, if you ever see this, I don't know if you will, but if you ever see this, if anybody from your chat is over here watching, Princella, we're praying for you. We're praying for everybody in your chat, because at the end of the day, we want to see more families come together. We don't want anybody hurt. We don't want anybody at odds with each other. We talk about these things so that we can come together and see more two-parent households, and that's what it's all about. So again, Princella, anybody that's in her chat, I love you. You can reach out to me, Pastor Rob, anytime. You can reach out to my lovely wife anytime, as long as y'all ain't on that bud, you know what I'm saying, like y'all was the other day. You know, if you're gonna come over here with that, keep that over there. But we're praying for you. If you need us, if we can do anything for you, please don't hesitate to hit us up, y'all. For Pastor Rob, it's your boy JD, aka Mr. December, y'all. We out. Peace.
Peace.
black, white too. Don't turn this into no controversy. It's my boo. I can make $250,000 off a haiku, and I can make another quarter off it times 2. If it's money on the table, I'll be on it like Bobby or Epic. You peep the aesthetic, it's hard to forget it. I hear you talking, but you're hardly right. I'm the voice of your prototype. Summertime and NY. Yeah. Summertime and NY. Get the drop tops out. Summertime and NY. Get the fits right. Yeah. Bottles over here. Summertime and NY. Summertime and NY. I'm talking 6 a.m. tea times. 18 with the mayor talking land banks. I waited for it, gotta get mine. Snag a seat up at the table if my man can't. Heading to a meeting worth $1 million with no briefcase. Just my mind in a free state. I got a plan through a vision, but it takes time. I'ma make mine. Summertime in NY. Yeah. Summertime in NY. Yeah. You know the drill by now. Summertime in NY. Get everything together, get the squad together, get the gang together. Summertime in NY. Summertime in NY. Started in the back office, now I run the front. Call the shots, make the deals, know the deal, know what's up. Too much for the books, then I put it in a tuck. Too much for the tuck, then I give it to my love. Once I make $1 million, man, $1 million won't be enough. Watch me fake the struggle while I get it off the hush. Now it's jet blue miles, Rolex dials, frowns turn to smiles. Summertime in NY. Now as it comes to an end. Summertime in NY, and it falls upon us. I want you to bring that energy summertime and run that thing back. Yeah. Until next year. Summertime in NY.